You for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
A surprising part of the Bitcoin phenomenon is how much energy the virtual currency uses. The cryptocurrency uses more electricity in a year than the whole of Ireland does. That's according to recently released statistics. And to help explain exactly how that works, I'm joined by Johanna Wagstaff in our Vancouver newsroom, the explainer of everything complicated. Johanna, tell us more about this hidden cost of doing Bitcoin business.
Well, Carol, for people who are already ingrained in the Bitcoin network, you probably know how much energy it takes to make a transaction. But I was quite surprised to see some of these astronomical numbers. So I want to show you some of these numbers to help put it into context. I've got a board here for you. The estimated power of the Bitcoin network exceeds that of 19 other European countries, including Ireland. The energy is 5 times more than the largest European wind farm in the London Array outside the Thames estuary. And at these levels of electricity consumption, each individual Bitcoin transaction uses enough electricity to power 36,000 kettles full of water. Now, it's hard to make a direct comparison to other payment networks, but one of 2 Visa centers released some numbers, and they only use 2% of the power required for the Bitcoin network. So, Carol, so surprising and, again, very large numbers that I didn't expect to see associated with a network like this.
And what's sucking up all the juice?
Okay, so you got to get ready to come with me on a Bitcoin journey because it is complicated. And basically, the power draw is a direct result of how the Bitcoin network works. So every Bitcoin is attached to a unique set of mathematical problems or a mathematical code. And every time a transaction is made, anytime a buying or selling of Bitcoin is made, all of these Bitcoins link up in the network and create a big computer problem that supercomputers need to solve. That's how you verify these transactions. And in order to incentivize people to basically lend their computers to solving these calculations, if you're one of these super users or miners, as they're called, then you actually get Bitcoins every time your computer is used to help solve these big, massive computer problems. So you're seeing here pictures of setups in literally people's basements in their homes. A couple of years ago, when Bitcoin was really just getting started, people were making a lot of money by creating these networks in their own homes, but it was drawing a huge amount of power. They were having to attach fans and venting systems. What you're seeing now is an example of where this is moving to these giant data centers with supercomputers, basically the same kind that are used to power the weather models that I use, or the same computers that send rockets into space. These are highly complicated math problems. I heard a great analogy that it's like trying to create code so that the computer would throw a pair of dice sixes 1,000 times in a row. So that's why these problems require so much energy, and moving forward into the future, this is definitely something that Bitcoin users are thinking about. Bitcoin has created a specific chip that will help process things faster and with less energy because they're designed to basically calculate these unique problems. But because Bitcoin isn't regulated, not everyone has to switch over to these energy efficient computers. Yeah. So and thanks for sticking with me.
There is a limit on these Bitcoins, 21 million.
Exactly, and that is going to play into the big picture probably by mid-century when we run out of the Bitcoin production.
All right, Johanna, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.